Boston Celtics. At shooting guard, Derek White. At center, Al Horford. At the other guard position, Marcus Smart. At small forward, Jaylen Brown. At the other forward position, Jason Tatum. Basketball fans, please welcome the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors. At guard, 6'5", number 33, Gary Trent Jr. At forward, 6'7", number 3, O.G. Anunoby. At 6'8" forward, number 4, Scottie Barnes. At guard, 6'1", number 23, Fred. The center position, standing 6'8", number 43, Pascal Siakam.
Welcome everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, and the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Down in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the center position. And for Toronto, Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Siakam in at the center, locking down the middle.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor. Here we go.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Takes a shot at the elbow. It doesn't go for him. So the Celtics will take it the other way. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for them. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Now here's Tatum, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. To the inside, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Brown the pass to Smart. Outside Tatum. Down low. Here's Brown. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Using his athleticism on the boards, gotta put a body on the ground or this will happen.
Van Vliet against Smart. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Trent outside. Off target from three-point range. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Tatum deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Trent finds Barnes. Back to Trent. Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 6. And no good. And it's Boston the other way. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
And they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often went their way.
And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Now, here's Trent. Siakam sets a screen for Trent. And again, no good by Toronto. Tatum kicks to Smart. The kick out to Brown. Here's White. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto trailing. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Tatum against Van Vliet. Outside, Smart. Pass to White. And there's the drive. Good D by Siakam. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors.
Derek White was only 6 feet in high school. No D1 schools even offered a scholarship.
Derek ended up at a D2 school, but White had a major growth spurt up to 6'4". Transfers to a D1 school. The Spurs take him late in the first. What a crazy path to the league.
So the Celtics called timeout their first. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
So both teams making some changes here. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Toronto. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for Toronto, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting, and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
Here's Pritchard. Williams sets a screen for Brown. backhands the 12-footer. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics with the lead. Williams, a screen on Anunoby. Brown, well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Brown's got 6. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Pass to Anunoby. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the paint. There's the pass to Flynn. From past the arc. Achua, no good.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Brown dishes to Williams. Williams passes to Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brogdon. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Raptors trail by 4. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Anunoby. Pass to Banton. To the middle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Williams sets a screen for Brogdon. And that one released in time, but no good. And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score is still close. The Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Here's Tatum. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum and Williams up in the forward spot. Marcus Smart is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Griffin in at the 5, down low. Now here's Williams. The lead is 2. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Tatum. Good on the triple. Tatum's got 5 now.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from mid-range.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And that one falls for Tatum. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
And so Tatum nails them both. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
Now, here's Trent. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Griffin against Siakam. From 12 feet out. Griffin kicks to Horford. That one goes. Count it. Horford's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Inside, here's Van Vliet. And again, Toronto no luck. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they did not necessarily the way they would have drawn it up, but they did get the job done a lot tighter than they wanted. But mentally, sometimes that can also give you a boost when you can win when you're not at your best.
Here's Young. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Here's Trent. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
The free throw drops for Trent. Trent hits them both.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Now here's Griffin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Horford against Siakam. Young, a screen on Horford. Here's Siakam. And Young kicks to Trent. Tries yet again. Young's shot is off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Tatum no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Van Vliet with it. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. On offense, here are the Celtics. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Back to Griffin. Celtics passing it around. Off target from outside. Raptors trail by 12. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 12. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
And the Raptors call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
new group.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Jaylen Brown. Averaging about 27 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Now here's Flynn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics leading by 12. And the pass to Brown. Shoots. Rebound by the Raptors. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
And here's Boston. They're on a 14-6 run. 51 seconds left in the first half. Pritchard passes to Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one goes on Anunoby.
So hard to guard him without fouling sometimes. Brown doesn't mind getting a little contact on his way up.
Free throw good from Brown.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And Brown drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Outside Flynn. Here's Banton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Achua, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Anunoby's got it back down to single digits for the Raptors. There's Brown with the 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Boston, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well for the Boston Celtics.
Well, sometimes when you come in as a heavy favorite, you build the lead, then you take the foot off the gas. They've got the guard against that. This could be one of those trap games.
Agreed. And I have nothing to add. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
You look at the Celtics. They've been awesome so far this year. That was expected from the good analysts who know what they're talking about. We've got one on this panel, and it's called Shaq O'Neal. You don't know about the other two.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. And it's Siakam in at the 5. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Barnes following the basket by Jaylen Brown. White looking around. Got a hand on it. Brown outside. Lets it go with the 3. The 3 from Tatum. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
Here's Van Vliet. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors trail by 15. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Siakam inside. Guarded by Horford. Siakam good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And White kicks to Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. Off target with his 3. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Here's Siakam, and it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brown. Here's Barnes. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And the dunk by Boucher.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Now here's Barnes. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. For 3, Van Vliet. And Boston with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Now here's Tatum. 19 points in the game. 4 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. That shot by Griffin, no good. Raptors trail by 13. Van Vliet outside. Siakam finds Trent. that one off the back iron and out. Boston is gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. White dishes to Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Van Vliet looking around. Here's Siakam. A second chance effort. That shot missing. Great D that time from Griffin. Here's White. Takes it inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. White's got 4 points this quarter. Toronto with the ball. Down by 15. Out to the right wing. Siakam inside. Working on Horford. Siakam misses.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
The 3 from Tatum. No good there. So the Raptors will take it the other way. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Trent. Siakam trying to free himself up. Trent can't hit.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Tatum passes to White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Boston, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be back with you shortly. Time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Celtics, the 2 Williams are the 4 and the 5. Ogden on the wing, he's joined by Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. Boston leading by 15. Now Brogdon. Brown inside the line. Flynn grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Banton. He's covered by Brown. Shot's good by Banton. Banton's got his first points of the game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Brogdon outside. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 13-point game. Here's Banton. He's guarded by Brogdon. Pass to Achua. 6 to shoot. Here's Flynn. Top of the key jumper, no good. Celtics leading by 13. Brogdon outside. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's Brown missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Banton, the pass to Flynn. Hands it from downtown.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. That's good from Brogdon on the assist by Williams. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Here's Flynn. And he overshot that one, missing. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. The steal. Achua with it. Picked up by Brown. Manton, the pass to Flynn. Here's Anunoby. Rebound, Boston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Williams finds Brogdon. Celtics passing it around. Brown outside. It's hauled in by Achua. Raptors trail by 12. Passes it to Flynn. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
We need you to get fouled right now for your North Side Crew.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks so much, David. Celtics leading by 10. Left side, Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics. And that one falls for Tatum. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Anunoby against Brown to the paint. The kick out to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. And here's Brown outside. It's Brogdon on the wing. Here's Williams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Celtics lead by 14. Van Vliet against Smart. And here is Van Vliet. Barnes up top. Fires it up. And Boston with the rebound. Smart with the ball. Outside Tatum. Jacks up a three. He's off on that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Anunoby passes to Barnes. 1:25 left to play here in the fourth. Clock at 6. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. Boston leading by 14. Richard, 2004 was the last time that the NBA expanded. Now, some say Seattle and maybe Las Vegas could, before long, have teams of their own. What do you think?
Oh, please give me Seattle back. Please give me Vegas back. Do you know what I would give to have those two cities back in our league and to have to travel to them? Look, but you must have deep pockets. Let's be honest with yourself. The franchises now are selling for over $3 billion. You got to think that the expansion fee will at least be that much per team.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Smart. And Tatum puts up a deep three. They get it back. There's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Anunoby passes to Trent. Back to Anunoby. Shoots over Brown. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jalen. On a real roll right now. How much pride do you take in the win streak?
Let's just keep it going. Just keep playing basketball, keep having fun, keep smiling, and it's fun when you win.
That alternative's not very good, so you want to keep winning. Thanks again, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.